everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. And today we're going to be playing with the Pat Mcgrath Mothership 11 again. What was it called again? I'm sorry. The Sunlit Seduction. They're all so close to the same name that it's so hard sometimes. But anyway, yesterday's video, I really did love the look that I created out of that look, or out of the palette. I do feel like all the looks are going to have basically the same setup for the most part. I think I haven't, I'm still playing, but I'm trying to figure out like where I would place this palette in my, Pat Mcgrath palettes, because this isn't my like least favorite palette at all, but it's definitely not my favorite palette. But I'm curious, is it even in my top 5? Is it in the middle? Is it closer to the end? Like, I don't know. So, but yesterday I had said that I really wanted to play with the Blitz Crimson Ecstasy color, which is that red. I can't talk today, just so you know. My English is off. I'm not for sure. I think it just took a vacation. But it's this color right here, this burgundy color, is the color I wanted to play with. And it looks so beautiful in this palette. And so dark and scrumptious, right? And it's right here on this part of my lid. And I don't know exactly how I feel about it. But let's get started so that you can see how it goes, okay? So the first shade, of course, we're going to, again, it's going to be the same setup as yesterday. And it's going to be Nude Rose, which is a very good name for this shade right here. Also, my knees are killing me right now, so I apologize if I'm moving around or fidgety. I'm telling you, ever since that car accident, my knees have just never been the same. But I guess, if I had to sacrifice my knees for my life, I'd do it. And it's kind of what it's become, because I know I could have went out that windshield, but luckily my knee saved me. But anyway, besides that, back to the palette, the brighter side of this. I was hoping my knees wouldn't hurt as bad. I kept giving it time. I've been wearing this for a while now, and I got thoughts, because I thought maybe the pain could die down, but it hasn't. But that's okay. We'll work with it. I am using my rougher brushes, just so you know. And I think this is a really pretty color, I really do. And I really didn't talk much yesterday about the palette. I think I just got so excited getting it that I just jumped right on in. We're going to go in with Sienna Mystique now. Again, just to darken up. But I will say, it does not take long to get your base down. I'm not going to lie. Same color, lower lash line. I think the most trouble you'll have, to be honest, is just picking a lid shade. Okay. Now we're going to go into the darkest matte, Extreme Vermilion Dusk. And for that, I want to break out the mirror. And we're going to apply that to this outer portion and then into the crease. Obviously, I'm going to have to play with this palette a lot more to see what kind of versatility it does give you. And what colors can do what. And obviously that's going to take time because I can't use the same palette like day after day after day because I film every day. So it makes it a little bit harder for me, but I'll figure out how to squeeze it in from time to time. Okay. I think I got that outer corner pretty evenly with the other one as far as depth. And then we are going to take the liner and we're going to line this lower lash line here with that darkest shade, and then we're going to blend it out. And I also think this is going to make for a really good fall palette. I mean, definitely it could be summer too. But for some reason, I see fall. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you, but I do. But that's the beauty with things. We all see different, you know? What I might see in one palette, you may see in another. Being that, you know, you might not see a fall palette in this summer, but I may see a summer palette and you may think fall. You know, it's just whatever each individual person sees out of something. Alright, I got that blended out. And again, I am not a makeup artist, so please take everything I say with a grain of salt because, you know, I am in no means knowing like what I'm doing other than guessing. So, and I didn't get a lot of fallout with these shades, which is kind of surprising because usually by now there'd be a lot. There's some, but it's not too noticeable. And like I said, I've had it done for a little bit because I kept waiting for the pain to die down. Okay, now I really need to clean up this desk. If you all seen this desk, you'd gasp. Now we're going to go into the Blitz Crimson Ecstasy shade, which is that red. This one right here. We're going to pick that up. I'm not going to spray it because you know how I am. And I'm just going to start tapping it. Again, tapping motions are the best if you're not going to do anything. Again, her artistry wand is amazing. So that's an option too. But I'm just going to tap. And what I did was I tapped and then I sort of started to manipulate the shadow. And I put it on the outer portion and then like almost 3/4 of the way in, really. But I mean, it is a really pretty shade, you know? That is gorgeous. It's not, it's quite, like I said, it's not as dark as I thought it was going to be. It's not necessarily a bad thing. But it is dark enough on my skin tone. And then I'm going to take it over. Now, I knew, again, I'm going to drop something now, but I kind of knew I was going to do that too. But I knew this would be a little bit too dark for me for like my inner corner because you know how I like it light. So I decided to go in with the Astro Gilded Aurora color. And this is a beautiful color, you all. This one, oops. This one right here. And I picked it up. And same thing. I'm going to tap a little bit off though. That was a lot. These pick up very easy. And then tapped right there. to that shade like that. Can you see how pretty that is? Oh God, it's gorgeous. It really is beautiful. And again, you will have fallout if you don't spray it or lay down something, glitter glue, that, what was it? I keep forgetting the name of that stick. Artistry wand. It's not a stick, it's a wand. There we go. Alright, and then drop that mascara. I'm going to use, can't get it, can't get it, got it. We're going to use the Mcgrath mascara. But first, I'm going to line now the top lash line with that same shade, the Extreme Vermilion Dusk color. And we're just going to line that top lash line. And again, I don't think these shades are for the faint of heart. I'm not gonna lie. Or for, I don't want to say beginners. Like, if you're just starting out in makeup, I don't think that these shadows are the best. Because you do have to work with them. Like, you gotta know what you're doing to a certain extent, or you're gonna have fallout everywhere. Now, do I know that I'll have fallout? Yes, I do. Because I know I didn't do anything to prevent it. You know, that's a dead giveaway, right? But even if you do stuff to prevent it, it can still happen. So for that reason, I don't think this is like I think you need to have a little bit of a skill set. And no, I don't have that skill set. But I really do like, for my skill set and at the length of time that I can use it, I would say if I use the artistry wand, it can almost last me all day. I mean, like, no kidding. When I go to take my makeup off, I'm like, wow, it's not all over my face. But before that, I can make it last. Work day, 3-4 hours. Well, 4 to 5 hours. And then I'll start to see a little bit, but it brushes away easy. So then, I have to keep an eye on it. So you do have to sort of like watch it, basically. But if you use her wand, I think it's genius, that wand is. I know that some people don't like it, and I get it, but I'm just not one of them people. Like, I really do enjoy it. And of course, you do have to be careful because those shades can fall into your eye for sure. So, you do have to be careful about that too, just so you know. Okay, it's looking pretty good. So the last thing we're going to do is highlight that inner corner with Skin Tints Radiance, which is the same shade I used yesterday, that one right there. And and this is a very good highlighting shade for me, for my inner corner, for sure, for my skin tone. And like I said, I'm going to play with this more and really get a feel for it and like where this now sets in my collection. And the bad part is I just did looks with all the other ones about 4 months ago, maybe, all the Mothership palettes. I did them almost in a row and then I ranked them. And now that I have a new look on things, I don't know if I still rank them the same or not, to be honest. But that's a whole different ballgame story. But anyway, so for the top lashes, I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara in black. You know, with this palette though, she should have came out with a burgundy mascara. I think that would have been really pretty with this palette. I'd have bought it. I did not buy the eye primer yet. I will purchase that. But the reason why I hadn't is because I'm still working on my paint pots by MAC. And I still have the Hourglass and the Viseart one I'm working on. So I kind of feel like I need to go through them. And I got the Urban Decay one too. But I feel like I need to get some of those out of here so they're not wasted before, you know, using or buying another one of them. But I am kind of interested in that, to be fair. And I do like her visions, I do. But at the same time, as a Pat McGrath, kind of like a collector, like I buy almost everything, I am kind of ready for a change. And I started thinking about that, and I'm like, you know, she's got one with a pop of blue, a pop of green. Why don't we get back on the track of that? Like, give us a pop of purple or orange. Well, I guess there is that. But she's got pop of pink one, the pop of hot pink. So I'm like, where's the pop of purple? Like a dark purple, not eggplant, but purple. And maybe even like then do a red. I mean, I know the Bronze Seduction has that like bright, fiery orange red split shade in it, but like I just think there's colors. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely purple. I guess that's my thing. I'm waiting for a purple. I really am. Alright. For the lower lash line, Lancome. Done. So you can clearly see that technically this look using this palette doesn't take long if you're using like the rougher brushes. Also, let me make that very clear. Natural hair brushes is definitely going to be your best bet. Again, be careful with the fallout, you know, definitely do stuff to prevent it. Again, I did not because I wanted to show you in real time how it works with nothing, but do know that if you use something, you know, you won't have the fallout that I have. The palette isn't necessarily what I thought or expected it to be, but it's not necessarily a disappointment either. So let me say that it's not. And it's not necessarily a repeat, but of shades, but it's kind of repetitive at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. So that's all I have for you today for this palette. Let me put these in, put it back in this lovely, beautiful case. I don't even think I showed the case yesterday, you all. Let me show you this case. Look how gorgeous it is. I mean, if the artwork on these was on those palettes, ooh, even if it was just a sticker, I'd be happy. Keep the black packaging and slap a sticker on it. I mean, then it kind of makes it cheesy, I guess, but to each their own. But where was I getting? Okay, so then, of course, I've been pulling out these blush palettes, and today I decided to go with the highlighter in here, which is Sunset Nectar. And then the blush is Divine Rose 3. So I use this blush and this highlighter. And yesterday I used that blush. So I really do like Divine Rose, to be honest. The bronzer is in Bronze Dawn. I'm trying to tell y'all what I used, because I kind of get questions and then I forget if I don't tell you. The lip liner is MAC Whirl. The lipstick is MAC Velvet Teddy. The lip gloss is Marc Jacobs in Kissability. Yeah. And you know, this is my second one of these. And I forgot I had a second one. But obviously you can't get it no more. But I really love his glosses. I mean, I wish they'd come back. I miss them so much. Nail polish is Etsy and Licorice. Brows is Dior. This little dude. Brow styler in 001 brown. The foundation is It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation Plus Skincare. And the concealer is the Prism Libre Skin Caring Concealer. I cannot talk. The powder I use for under my eyes is the Mcgrath powder. I've been using it lately again in light, the under eye. And then to set the rest of the face, it is my beloved Peach Perfect. And look, y'all, look how much of it I've used. Like, I'm not gonna have much of this left, but look what I found. I have a little baby one. I will probably never open this, but I have it. I'm surprised they haven't re-released this again, to be honest, or bring it back, like something like that, you know. But that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. That's everything on my face. Oh, nope. Eyeliner is ColourPop. This one. Gel liner in Blown Away. That's everything I have that I'm wearing today. So all in all, I love the look. I do like the palette. I don't think I love it, so I don't really think it would be in my top 5, but I don't regret the purchase either. So it's really just preference is what it boils down to. The formulas are great. They're like all of our other palettes. It's just what versatility do you think you're going to get out of the palette? And again, I feel like you're going to set your eye up the same way every time. And your lid is basically, inner corner is where it's kind of gonna differ from time to time. You know what I mean? But I haven't, you know, I'm still going to play with it. I'm still going to get a feel for it. I'm still going to see if other shades can be, you know, moved around or you know, done, you know, because sometimes you can use like these satin ones like Coppered On or Hypnotic Bronze. Sometimes you can use them as crease colors, to be honest. It just depends on how they are. So I'm going to wait, because those are satin shades, and see what that'll do. I'm not really for sure. And again, or just setting the eye up like that, but just using those two and then leaving it be or something. Like, I'm still playing with it, obviously. There's so many different possibilities that I can do with it. So basically, I feel like I demonstrated what I could of it for now. And then as I play with it, I will definitely, you know, get back to you on stuff. But that's all I have. I hope it helped in some way. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time, which I'm sure I did because I ramble. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I do upload every day, but Sunday, unless there's a new release, in which, like yesterday, I uploaded. Well, yesterday being today, but you get what I mean. Or is it yesterday? Whenever, I forget. But I know I did release something on Sunday. But that's all I have for you today. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.